Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about crypto.com coin. So I covered crypto.com coin in the past a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to give an update and some news behind it that could be a potential catalyst to help it move back to the price where it was before that big Bitcoin flash crash that we had the last couple of days. And so I just want to take a look before we get into the news and the charts about crypto.com and its market cap. So right now it is up 9% from today, which is a pretty good move to the upside. It was around 17 cents this morning, and now it's almost at 20 cents. So back to where it normally fluctuates in price. And if we look here, we can see that its market cap is just a little bit over $5 billion. So it's still a considerably small market cap compared to some of its larger market caps like Binance, which is almost like $90 billion in market cap. So pretty much 20x of crypto.com. And so if we look here, we can see that the circulating supply is about 25 billion with a moving volume of around 100 million and then a market cap of 5 billion. And so if we take a look at Binance to kind of just compare the two, because they both do similar things. They're both tokens that help with transaction fees and just help if you use these exchanges a lot, they can help a lot with these fees and with staking and a whole bunch of other benefits for the trader or investor. And so Binance coin here has a market cap here of $90 billion and a circulating supply of 153 million Binance coins. So they have a smaller circulating supply. That's why the price of each coin is higher. But the market cap for Binance coin is almost 20 times the amount of crypto.com. And if you believe in crypto.com and its ability to make a name for itself as a leading exchange like Binance Coin or like Coinbase or KuCoin or any of these other exchanges, then it doesn't take a lot for it to actually move up in price. Because even if it gets to half of the valuation of Binance that Binance has right now, at let's say almost 100 billion, then it just reaching up to 25 billion. Crypto.com, that's a 5x in market cap. So we could see a potential 5x of 20 cents for right now, from a $5 billion market cap to $1 crypto.com. It's very feasible to see crypto.com coin go up to that dollar price mark. So a 5x from here is not too far off. And even half of Binance's total market cap right now would make it at $2. So these are very feasible prices for crypto.com, especially when it's a utility token that can help investors save a lot of money and to bring more people into the crypto space in using these exchanges. So that is a good thing just right off the bat from crypto.com. So you can see the potential it has to grow in price compared to each coin. But now let's get into the news for crypto.com. So here we have some news today saying that Time actually partners with crypto.com to offer cryptocurrency as a form of payment for digital subscriptions. So they're actually using the coin as accepting a form of cryptocurrency. It says here, Time will begin accepting this cryptocurrency as a form of payment for digital subscriptions through the partnership with crypto.com. So subscribers who elect to pay with cryptocurrency will receive unlimited access to content across time.com for 18 months with their one-time purchase, as well as subscriber-only events and offerings. And it says here, currently in the US and Canada, and global access to roll out in the next several months. So in support with the partnership, crypto.com will offer pay rewards of up to 10% back for subscribers who elect to pay using their token, their CRO coin, the crypto.com or crypto.org they wrote here, coin. So that is a really good it's a good news for crypto.com, because it shows that they're involving themselves as one of the leading exchanges by partnering up with some well-known magazine like Time, and who knows what other companies that crypto.com can partner up with, so they can charge and use their native token for exchange use for cryptocurrency and payments. So that is very exciting news. So this could potentially be a good catalyst for crypto.com to go into a parabolic state here, which has been kind of consolidating in for the last couple of months, and it is looking like it's time for it to move up to its next leg in price. And why don't we just get into that? Let's look at the charts and see where crypto.com can actually go in the near future. All right, here. So we see crypto.com right here, and it's still forming an ascending triangle. So it's forming a bullish pattern right now. And we can see now, throughout these last couple months, we've seen crypto.com kind of consolidating in the ascending triangle shape right here. But we also see a lot of price action between these two fib levels here and these two just resistance support levels of around 19 cents to 22 cents. And we can also see that we have a resistance box down here, so a good area to load up and buy. And we actually recently saw with this dip, we saw crypto.com go down to that 17-cent mark. So I personally loaded up on some crypto.com at that price point because it was at a good area, because usually resistance boxes and supports are areas where price fluctuates, right? So we had a big bounce from it over here, big bounce from it over here, big drop to it, and also another big drop down to it here where we found a bounce as well. So these are good areas for loading up and starting a long position. Yet again, not personal financial advice, but we can see here now what happens. We did get that bounce from that resistance area, but we are still in the midst of breaking back into our ascending support that we broke out of the day of the Bitcoin dump. So right here, we broke through this ascending support that's been holding us right here, and partially right here when we first got that initial drop. But it has yet to be broken back into. It's still in the middle of it. If we zoom in, we can actually see that process happening. This is the daily chart, by the way. So we still have on the daily 12 hours left before we can get a candle close back into it to confirm. But if we look here on the hourly chart, we can kind of see that happening in real time. So this is our recent drop here, and we can see that the price has bounced off our resistance support, or a support box in this case, right? We broke through it, bouncing back into it, and now we're just fighting at this area. We're trying to get some 4 hourly closes above this support area right here. And also, it's the same location where this Fibonacci level is, this Fibonacci extension level. But what is good that we bounced off of this Fib support down here below where our support box is that it is, if we zoom out here, it is the 0.5 retracement of the Fib level from swing high to swing low. So we are still in a bull trend, a continuation pattern, because we did put in here, we have a lower low here, we have a higher low here, and we had a higher low here, but we still are in the midst of passing here through this lower low. If we can consolidate above this price right here and bring it back up to a higher low, then this bull trend is still intact for the moment. But as of right now, it is not looking bad. As long as we get some support here from this ascending trend line and we don't bounce off of it, then it's always going to be a good sign that we could see a further potential upside for crypto.com coin. So let me just zoom out here a little bit. So what I want to see is once we break through this ascending support or resistance now turning into support, we can actually form maybe an inverse head and shoulders. We have a higher low, a lower low, and another higher low right here, and then come through and retest this as support around the 22 cent area to ultimately test this resistance area here where it's been tested multiple times. One second. Here and here, right? So we want to use that support till we test our ultimate of our recent high of around 27 cents. So that's what's looking for crypto.com. We do see oversold signals here on the RSI as well. So right here, right, we had two very oversold signals, and it's actually looking like some divergence going on right here because we see a low and then a lower low here, but we see that the strength of the selling pressure is actually decreasing. We have a low here and then a higher low. So that's what it's looking for on the 1 hour chart. So we're seeing some bullish divergence there. But for the most part, we want to get back up into this range where we've been consolidating for, right? This 19 to 22 cent range until we can move up and consolidate and go higher. But I want to see this switch back as support, and so we can ultimately make our move here, breaking this ascending triangle. And we can actually see what the price target for this ascending triangle is. Let's take a look here. So we can get that by just measuring the move of this ascending triangle. So let's go on the 4-hourly real quick. Waiting for it to load. Okay, so we see here our ascending triangle, and our price target would be, I had it on here, but let's see. So if we measure from here down to here, and then we move this over here, we can see that we have a price target at around 36 to 37 cents. So that is still a pretty good move. Let's actually measure that move and see how much potential we have to move up to the upside before we hit our price target. So let's see here. Go. So already from down here, oops. Sorry, let me do that again. I'm still on my iPad here, so it's kind of difficult. Okay, here to here. Just from the breakout alone, that's a 47% move. And if we were to do it from the potential of bounce here and support of this trend line here, to our price target would be around 74%. So that is also a really good move to the upside. We just have to see if we have that support there. But crypto.com is looking very good, especially with this news, this catalyst moves. And with all the other exchange tokens also rebounding really quickly. I mean, crypto.com already went up almost 9% just today. So it still has plenty of room to grow. But that's just the update for today for crypto.com. I will bring you more as soon as more news comes out. But that's it for this video. Peace out.